Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. What is going on? Happy New Year's, everyone. Welcome to the Personal Training for Your Mind media platform. I am Shabaka Amen, the personal trainer for your mind. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I tell you, this year is moving right along, and I want to welcome you to this media platform, the only platform that focuses on fitness training for the part of the body located above the neck. So welcome, welcome. I know that it is popular. It's a trend. It's a fitness trend. It's the mainstream model and approach to doing things, which is to focus on training your belly, your butt, your back, and your biceps. But what about your brain? Doesn't your brain, the part of your body located above the neck, need training as well? So that's what personal training for your mind is all about. Helping you understand that if you prioritize training the part of your body located above your neck, your brain, you will be in a better position, an empowered position to actually manifest the body you are meant for in 2024. So that is the purpose of this video. That is the purpose of this platform, to help people to prioritize training their brain above and beyond the focus on training their butt, belly, back, and biceps. And of course, when I say training your belly, butt, back, and biceps, that's really a reference to the focus on training all the parts of the body located below the neck. So I'm going to dive right on in, and what I want to do is, to give it context, because the title of this video is Meditate to Manifest the Body You Are Meant For in 2024. Meditate to manifest the body you are meant for in 2024. Do you need to meditate? Do you need meditation training to manifest the body you were meant for in 2024, this year? So instead of me providing an answer to that question, and I can, because I've got 25 years of personal training working with people one-on-one, but I want you to find the answer to that question through your own experience. So here's my question to you. Did you manifest the body results you meant to manifest in 2023? Did you manifest or attain the body results that you meant to manifest last year? And you can leave a comment. Feel free to leave a comment. You can post yes or you can post no. Did you manifest the body you meant to manifest, or the body results that you intended for last year? Post yes or no. So what I found in 25 years is most people have a struggle, or they face obstacles in 4 areas. There are 4 areas that I've observed in 25 years of training. I've done boot camps. I've done one-on-one training. I've worked with thousands of people in 25 years. One-on-one, in boot camps, and if I add public speaking events that I've done, we can add that in too. But I've been able to observe 4 patterns, and most fitness professionals have never acknowledged this. But here it is. Most people don't make progress And you can relate to this, perhaps. You hear people say, the reason why I don't have the body I want is because I have a struggle with a lack of motivation. How many times have you heard that? Have you personally experienced a struggle with the lack of motivation? You could post yes or you could post no. Let's make it interactive. That'll let me know that you're engaged. I want you to watch, I want you to hear, but I also want you to share your experience. So please do so in the comment section below. Have you ever struggled with a lack of motivation in your pursuit, in the process of pursuing the body results you wanted? Have you ever struggled with a lack of motivation? Have you ever struggled with remaining focused in the process of you pursuing the achievement of the results, the body results that you desire and deserve? Have you ever struggled with remaining focused? Leave a comment. You can put yes or you can put no. Have you ever struggled with regulating your emotions? Have you ever struggled with regulating your emotions? Meaning, there are times when you know I need to train today, but I don't feel like it. Or you may be in a certain emotional state of stress, and then you eat foods from that emotional state, or your training routine is based off how you feel emotionally. How many of you have more or less gone about the journey and your emotions are dictating what you do and don't do? Leave a yes or no comment if you've had a challenge with emotional regulation, or if you find yourself in an emotional state of frustration, or where you feel upset, something in your life has happened, some event. It might be an argument. It may be, an accident. It may be a death in the family. Have you had a challenge with regulating your emotions, and has that interfered with you making progress? Or did it disrupt your momentum? Or has it prevented you from starting? Which one? And lastly, have you ever had a struggle with eating decisions? Have you ever struggled with eating decisions that led to you having food addiction? Eating decisions that have caused you to focus more on processed foods, consuming sugary, salty, and fatty processed foods over and above whole plant-based foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, beans, whole grains. So have you struggled with decision making in the area of food choices? Leave a comment. So here's where I'm going. And just so you know, I have personally had challenges with uh, eating decisions. And then I'm going to share some science that plays into, you know, why we get compromised, why we have goals, why we are aware of the body results that we desire and deserve. But there are times when our struggle with motivation, remaining focused, regulating our emotions, and having eating decisions that sabotage the very results we say we want, sabotage our goals. And so these four obstacles actually have to do with four brain circuits. We have four brain circuits that directly determine whether you thrive or you fail at manifesting the body results you want. Four brain circuits. We have a motivation and reward circuit in our brain. We have an attention circuit. We have a circuit that allows for emotional regulation. And we have a circuit that is considered the executive decision circuit for executive decision making. In other words, if we activated the executive decision making circuit, we would choose and decide to consume foods that would support the goals, the results we want. And so what I'll do, I'm going to bring up an image on the screen so that you can see the brain. Because here's part of the issue. You ever heard the expression out of sight, out of mind? The things that we're not perceiving at any given moment tend to be out of our mind. Out of sight, out of mind. Our brain is hidden in plain sight. My brain and your brain is right here, hidden in plain sight. We can see our face, we can see our head, but we can't see our brain. It's hidden in plain sight. And so because it's hidden in plain sight, it's out of sight and hence out of our mind. We don't think about the role of the brain in this process. We've been programmed to think about what we can see. We can see our butt. You can see your butt. You can see your belly. You can see your back. If you pull up a mirror, you can see your back. You can see your biceps, meaning you can see all the parts of your body located below the neck that need attention, that may be perceived as problematic. You see excess fat around your butt. It's like, oh man, this is some bull. I can't take it. No. You see excess fat around your belly. You're like, man, no, I can't accept this. I can't tolerate this. You see excess fat around your arms and your legs, so there are parts of the body that when we see them visually, when our eyes pick up on that information, well, we can see, the circumference, the way my abdomen looks, my belly looks, my butt looks, my arms, my back. You say, no, I don't feel good about this. I'm frustrated. I'm aggravated. How did I let myself go? But we can't see our brain. We can't see this part of our body. Now, when you set goals, when you think about the body results you want, you think in language, you think in words. And so you see the top part. I'll bring myself back on screen. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. So you see, if you look to the right towards the top part of the brain, you see the neocortex. The neocortex accounts for a significant portion of our brain where thinking takes place. Thinking in words, language, as well as thinking in pictures, thinking in images. All of that happens in the neocortex, okay? And understand that whatever you are thinking plays a role in the results that you create. Now, there's two levels of thought. There's the thought that you are aware of in the conscious mind, which takes place in this part of the brain, the neocortex. I'm going to bring it up larger so you can see. See where it says neocortex at the top? Well, that's the thinking brain. That's where we think in words and we think in pictures or images. But then if you look at the part of the brain that says limbic brain, see where it says limbic brain kind of in the middle? The limbic brain is our emotional brain. Our limbic brain is our subconscious brain. And in this state, in our normal waking state, which is the state that I'm in and the state that you're in, to watch me on screen and to hear the words that I'm speaking, that's the normal waking state. In the normal waking state, you're not aware of the thoughts and the feelings in your limbic brain, the subconscious brain, because you have to be in a different state in order to be aware of the thoughts in your subconscious mind. So it's cool that you have goals. It's very good that you have goals. However, meditation training helps us to train our brain and reset our mind. Because I mentioned that we have a circuit that governs executive decision making. And guess where that circuit is located? That circuit is located in the front part of our brain. See that purple area? It's a purple area that's highlighted on screen. That's called the prefrontal cortex, or also short for PFC. Well, when you're unable or you lack the skill to eat the right foods, although you know better, for instance, I know I should eat blueberries. I know I should eat salads. I know I should eat black beans versus I automatically on impulse drink a soda, eat potato chips, eat pasta. Well, the purple section of the brain is not influencing or active and activated to impact your eating decisions. Your eating decisions are coming from, let me find it. Your eating decisions are coming from the limbic brain. See that where it says limbic brain, which is, let me go back to, see where it says limbic brain? That's the emotional brain. So when you think I'm an emotional eater, well, you're literally right. That's coming, your eating behavior is being driven by the limbic brain right there in the middle, instead of the purple section. See the purple section? The front part. The front part of your brain houses the power and the skill of executive decision making. Now, I know I'm going into the science, but this is the science of you. This is, if I were training you at a gym, I would be guiding you through a process in which I would select specific exercises that would load your biceps. For instance, barbell curls or dumbbell curls. And I would select a tool, whether it's a barbell or a dumbbell, to load your bicep in order to create stress in your biceps. And that stress, that induced stress from the exercise called dumbbell or barbell curls, would over time, with repetition, over time, would cause your biceps to, one, functionally be stronger. You could lift heavier weights over time, but cosmetically, in terms of form, aesthetics, it would change the way your biceps, your arms look. So what I'm saying to you is meditation training actually trains the front part of the brain. It's true. It's documented scientifically. And so what happens is when you don't practice meditation training and you are always in the normal waking state, you're operating in your conscious mind, which is the seat of the conscious mind is the neocortex. The neocortex, which is the top part of the brain. See that top part of the brain that says neocortex? You're watching and listening to me right now, and the top part of your brain called the neocortex is active processing the words that I'm speaking. And you set your goals, and using words, you think about the body results you want. You may state, oh, I want to reduce body fat around my abdomen. Well, that thinking is happening in the top part of your brain called the neocortex. However, in your limbic brain, your subconscious brain, you have a way of thinking and feeling that will sabotage what you have thought about in your neocortex. And so that's the difference between the conscious mind, see where it says conscious mind, and subconscious mind. So let me come back on screen. All right. So all I'm saying is meditation training is the key from exclusively operating in this normal waking state. Like you eat bad in this state. Like when you choose potato chips or soda over a salad or beans or berries, although a part of you knows you should eat better, and that eating better means eating foods you don't normally eat, there's a conflict. You know, your conscious mind has a goal, has the, you know what you want, but in your subconscious mind, you have these programs, you have these habits, and they're automatic, they're automated, they happen autonomically, meaning your emotional states can trigger certain programming, meaning you could be in a stressful emotional state, and before you know it, you're eating potato chips or you're drinking soda. Whereas meditation training helps you to get into a state, a different state. Let me show you something. Meditation training trains the energy in our brain. What type of energy do we have in our brain? We have what's called electromagnetic frequencies. We have electromagnetic frequencies. Right now, because you're listening to me and you're watching me, the neocortex part of your brain is active. And so there are waves, there are electromagnetic frequencies called beta brain waves that are more active right now. And so because your eyes are open and you're watching the screen and you're listening to me, the neocortex, top part of your brain, is active, and the activity can be measured. If we hooked up technology, EEG sensors on your skull, on your head, they would see an amplitude of beta waves that are high, operating at high frequencies. These are fast moving brain waves. These are fast moving electromagnetic frequencies. Now, what does that have to do with you manifesting the body results you want? It has everything to do with it, because you cannot produce results if you can't change your behavior, and you can't change your behavior in a beta brainwave dominant state. Keep in mind, the state you're in now is the state you're in when you choose to eat foods that sabotage you, meaning whatever are your unhealthy eating habits, you're in the normal waking state when that happens. In other words, you're in a state where you're eating from impulse, you're eating from emotion, you're eating from frustration, you're eating from aggravation, you're eating from, you have been focused at work or in your profession and you feel uptight, you feel stressed, you feel tension. And to get out of that state, you may choose something that's sugary, salty, and fatty to release dopamine so that you can enter this state where you're no longer aware of the stress, even though it causes problems. It doesn't take stress away. If anything, it adds to the stress because now you're forming addictive eating patterns. And so, what meditation training does, meditation training helps you to amplify or increase alpha brain waves. Right now, you have these brain waves. You have beta brain waves, you have alpha brain waves. Theta brain waves are happening in your hippocampus, but meditation training helps to amplify and increase the theta brain waves, which allows for you to change your thinking at the subconscious brain level, subconscious mind level, and change your behaviors because you want the body results. But if you cannot change your lifestyle actions, your habits, your behaviors, it's impossible to get improved and beneficial body results if you're unable or you lack the skill of changing your lifestyle behaviors. So, meditation training, the way I've used it in my adult years, meditation training has not only been shown scientifically, this explains why I've always been motivated. I'm 52 years young and I've managed to maintain consistency in my lifestyle. And for the most part, with the body results I want, I have had periods where when I was not meditating and operating more in emotional stress, I got out of shape. I got 30 pounds overweight. And then I had to go back to what I knew, which is I went back to using meditation training. And I'm not talking about spirituality. I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about a way to use your body. Come on screen. We're talking about a way to use your muscles. I use muscles in my abdomen. I use two muscles. And these two muscles, the movement of these two muscles, create a state of deep rest, relaxation, and heart brain coherence. And this is what I call the fitness of stillness. See, fitness, we know fitness is about movement, right? Fitness involves moving muscles, doesn't it? Fitness is about moving muscles, challenging muscles, putting load and demand on muscles, whether you use your body weight as a tool, use dumbbells as a tool, bars, kettlebells, machines. Either way, you're loading the muscle. When you load the muscle and you apply resistance to a muscle, the muscle in turn produces stress, muscle tension, muscular stress. And so it's the exercise induced stress that improves the functioning of the brain, improves the functioning of the circulatory system, improves the functioning of the heart, improves the functioning of other organs, as long as your eating habits do not interfere. That's the other side. Eating is training too. But exercise works by applying demand or load onto a muscle group or groups, and that muscle cell in turn goes into a stress. It produces tension. And so the function of various systems, the lungs, the heart, the circulatory system, work better as a result of receiving stress from exercise. And that's how exercise works. That's the therapeutic aspect of exercise. Like it's a healthy stress that improves the function of those systems, which is called physiology. Physiology is the function of the parts. Like the parts would be, say, your brain, your nervous system. Think of all the different systems. They are structures, they're forms. Like the brain is a structure, the nervous system is a structure, your biceps are a structure, your buttocks are a structure, your heart's a structure. All these different parts have a function. So the function of the parts is called physiology. So meditation is the fitness of stillness. Meditation trains our body's systems into deep rest, relaxation, and heart brain coherence. Now, what happens when we do this? When we practice meditation, we actually, let's go back to the brainwaves. We now amplify theta brainwaves. Theta brainwaves are the same brainwaves that are increased whenever someone's being hypnotized. And this is stuff that I teach. I teach my personal training for your mind customers how to get into a mind state where their theta brainwaves increase. And there's things you can do while you're in that state that would allow for you to change your behavior, but not just change your behavior, change your self-concept. So I'm going to stop here because I know I could go heavy with information, but what I'm excited about, I have to share this with you. Leave a comment if you care about manifesting the body results you desire and deserve. Leave me a comment, send me a direct message. I will respond. We can set up an appointment online just like this. I can have you on screen and we can interact. Manifesting the body you are meant for, especially if you struggle with a lack of motivation, struggle with remaining focused, struggle with regulating your emotions, and struggle with your eating decisions in 2023 to the point where you didn't make progress and you did not become the person you really wanted to be physically. I'm telling you, meditation training is your answer. Take it from me. I'm 52 years young. I look young at 52. People think I'm in my 30s because we know meditation even lengthens telomeres. Telomeres are these end caps at the tips of your DNA strands. And when telomerase is increased through various amazing lifestyle practices like meditation, whole plant-based food consumption, where you eat a lot of plant-based foods and you get and secure good sleep, they now know that these healthy lifestyle practices lengthen telomeres. And telomere lengthening is connected and related to longevity as well as metabolic health outcomes. So a part of me maintaining a youthful appearance is because I practice putting my body into the fitness of stillness, which is a state of physiological deep rest, relaxation, and heart-brain coherence. The fitness of stillness. Because fitness is about moving muscles. Fitness is about improving the functioning of your systems, your physiology, the functioning of your heart, the functioning of your lungs, the functioning of your circulatory system as a result of applying stress from exercise. Different forms of exercise create stress. Well, meditation does the opposite. Meditation creates and causes deep rest, relaxation, and heart-brain coherence. So it puts it puts your brain into a state of order, a state of stability, and brain waves play a role. You can train your brain and your brain waves, and while you're in a certain mind state and then theta waves increase, now you can change your mind. You can change your subconscious mind. You can change your behavior in a different state, but you can't change your behavior in this state. When I say this state, I'm referring to the normal waking state. The normal waking state is the state you're in right now. Your eyes are open and your senses are pulling in information, like your ears are processing the language and the sound waves that I'm projecting out, that I'm speaking, and your eyes are picking up visual information. We have 11 million sensory receptors, 11 million sensory receptors. 10 million of those sensory receptors are dedicated to sight. So whenever we're watching things, our eyes are open, our brain is pulling in visual information. And, you want to be in control over the visual information, especially in your subconscious. Because right now you're in a normal waking state. You got goals, but you lack the certainty. You lack the beliefs. Beliefs or certainty is a subconscious brain, subconscious mind power and energy. You have goals, but you lack the beliefs. You lack the certainty. You lack the identity. In my next video, I'll talk about identity. But what I will say to you is if you're interested in learning my fitness meditation training system, I have a new, this is the big announcement too. I have a new paid membership community called Personal Training for Your Mind. It's an online membership community in which I provide fitness meditation training every single week. And if you reside in Charlotte or the Charlotte area, I'm kickstarting the Personal Training for Your Mind meetup group. And the meetup group is a community support group for those who live in this region where we'll meet and practice fitness meditation training. And so I'm going to wrap it up. I know this was long. I'm knowing that you've learned some new things, and just understand, and I mean this with all the sincerity in my heart. In 25 years, the greatest thing I learned is that there's millions of people out here who desire and deserve to live with the body they are meant for, to live with the health success, to live in metabolic health, free from disease, free from the need for medication and prescription drugs, to be free from addiction, food slavery, I call it, who deserve to look in the mirror and feel good, to feel sexy, to feel like they like what they see. You deserve that. You deserve to be free, to be who you really want to be, physically, in all ways. So meditation training, my brand of meditation training is fitness meditation training. Personal Training for Your Mind is a fitness meditation and mindset training system. It's a journey into using the part of your body located above the neck, your brain and mind. So thank you for your attention. Thank you for your time. And stay tuned for the next upcoming video, which will be released on the Personal Training for Your Mind media platform. Thank you, everybody. It's Shabaka Amen, inspiring you to train higher, not harder. You know it's time to manifest the body you were meant for in 2024. Leave a comment. If you have any questions, post your questions. If you have any comments, post your comments. Take care. See you soon. Happy New Year's. Let's go ahead and manifest the body you were meant for, and let's do it with meditation training. I look forward to working with you.